old seeds, just news. This is called country. Everyday people breaking through. Not the stereotype they sold you, not the joke they made it out to be. This is called country. And we built it for free. We built it for free, and it's only getting started. This is called country. Started with a camera and a Facebook page. 99 likes, no.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to this special that we've been talking about the whole time. What's up, Todd Father?
Yeah, what's going on, Philly Phil?
What's going on, my brother? We are here tonight, and we are live for the High Times / Cough Country Cannabis Cup Winner Circle. And I've got a whole table and a whole studio full of great people here tonight that you are going to meet. So I'm excited. Tell me about what you're feeling.
Man, shit, we got all the kings and queens of the industry right here doing the damn thing.
We do.
We've been waiting for this for a long time.
Well, let's start with King number one, man. Let's start with King Kyle. King Kyle in the house. How are you, Kyle? What's going on, my brother?
I'm doing excellent. Excited you've curated a good studio experience for us here right now. Excited to be highlighting the special winners of the first ever New Jersey High Times Cannabis Cup. So thank you, Phil. Thank you to the amazing beverage High Tide that's keeping me cool here right now. Awesome lemon lime splash flavor. One of the few and best drinks out there hitting the market in the THC scene. So thank you for supporting the special event tonight. Thank you to our winners and our content creators and New Jersey cannabis industry crew who came out.
Absolutely. So, guys, thank you, Kyle. And, before we go any further, let me just say welcome to Alicia and Jean from High Tide.
Yes, hello.
Guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
And thank you for being the sponsor. So I think there's a bunch of us who have had this opportunity to drink this for the first time. This drink is amazing.
Thank you.
It doesn't have any sugar in it.
It does have sugar. It's natural sugar.
It's a natural sugar.
Yes.
Gotcha. So tell us about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So we start with fruit juice, and then we add monk fruit, a little bit of natural cane sugar on the top. We wanted to create something that was nostalgic and tasted really, really good, wasn't bad for you, and you could have a few of and actually have that very social consumption that I think that a lot of people are missing. And, I mean, you guys can tell me what you think, but I think we hit the mark of even better than I thought that we were going to, and everyone's really been loving it. So we're very
because
fortunate.
You say what they taste like, and they taste just like what you said they're going to taste like. And you and I spoke before the show, and we were talking about, I'm like, you don't drink alcohol, I don't drink alcohol. We're saying how long it's been. And I said, it's kind of weird when I go to the bar nowadays because I don't order anything. And you said, there you go.
Exactly.
This is why we have a product like this.
Yeah. That's exactly. And you know what? It also is a great opportunity to bring people into the cannabis world. I think drinks are a great introduction to cannabis for people. It feels very comfortable, very, something that you're used to doing. And they're not a very high dose, so you can socially drink them throughout the night. But yeah.
And they're delicious.
No, thanks.
Dave,
they are delicious.
And you're not shitting. They are delicious. So, guys, thank you for being here.
Of course. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we're going to do here before we get started is there's a couple. Let me handle a couple of tidy things. So, guys, as promised, we talked to you about revealing the World Cup of Weed winner. So at the end of this show, we are going to reveal who won the field of 32. We've been going through this for the last, 5 weeks or 6 weeks, whatever. We've come down to the winner. We said we're going to announce it tonight, so that will get announced later on. Guys, if you want to communicate with us during the show, pop up the, Jeff, if you want to pop up the Discord server real quick. But the Discord server, you guys can scan that, go over to...
Join it.
Yeah, join it, the Cough Country Discord server. And for tonight, go to Late Night Green live chat, and that's the area that we'll be, looking at the most. So... Thank you guys for joining it. And for those, and we're live on High Times. So right now we're live on Cough Country News. We're live on Late Night Green. We're live on Cough Country TV on a bunch of different channels. We're also live on High Times. So I wanted to say thanks to High Times for participating and allowing us to participate in this great event. This has just been so much fun. We're just getting started, so I'm psyched, man. What do you think?
Hyped up, baby.
Yeah, hyped up is right. So why don't we do this real quick? Why don't we go around and let's meet everybody. I'll give you the format and the lay of the land tonight is that we're going to introduce everybody, and then we're going to honor each and every winner one at a time. They're going to come out. They're going to be over on our set there. And matter of fact, if you want to, why don't you put, Jeff, why don't you put the set in this rear screen here so we can kind of keep that going. Yeah, there's Kyle. And so Dave, why don't we start with you, man? Introduce yourself to everybody who you are.
Sure. Well, thanks for having me. I'm Dave Christian with Shorehouse Canna down in Exit Zero in Cape May. That's awesome.
There's more where that came from, Dave.
Well, I wanted to come tonight also to shout out a little promo for our TV production with High Times. Ethan, a friend of mine, and I have been traveling around the World Cup cities and checking out the cannabis scene in 8 cities across the country with the World Cup as a backdrop. So it's been quite a journey, and I just want to encourage everybody to go check it out.
Go check it out.
High Times.
We played it on the show. A couple of the segments, the Philly segment we played, and another actually the beginning of the show where you go through the different things.
Yeah.
That was like our trailer to trailer you.
Very
so
cool.
your trailer was our trailer.
Very cool.
Yeah, we really enjoyed that.
Did you like the Philly episode?
Yeah, it's a good. It's
the
really
infused cheesesteak.
I know. We love Pat. Pat, shout out to you, man.
Shout out to Pat.
Shout out to Pat. We love him.
Great human.
He's a great person, and we love him. Alicia, go ahead, do it again.
I'm Alicia. I am one of the founders of the beverage High Tide. Thank you. I'm here with my counterpart, Jean. And our third counterpart couldn't be here, but yeah, we're here just celebrating. Yes, he is in spirit always. Just celebrating High Times and you guys, and thanks for having us. And any chance we get to raise a can to a moment that deserves it, we're here to do it.
That is awesome.
Here.
Here. Let's do that. Why not? Cheers, guys.
Raising cans.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers. Cheers.
Glad to see we're sipping the same thing.
Yeah, we are. Well, I'm doing this because of you. You said you got to try the lemon lime, so I'm on the lemon lime now.
No, she's not wrong though. It's absolutely amazing.
I had my orange is first, and then
Citrus orange was my first, and I think that's my favorite so far.
Nice.
I do like the orange a lot.
The orange
There's a
soda
lot of
is perfect.
Extra love that went into developing that one.
Yes.
The orange one?
Yes.
Extra love?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I think that's what you're tasting.
Yeah, I think so.
Extra love is good. So, guys, thank you for being here. Bev, welcome. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me.
We love having you. Why don't you introduce yourself to everybody?
So I am Beth Conway. I am one of the co-founders and the director of the New Jersey Cannabis Chamber of Commerce.
Wow, that was a mouthful. Tell us a few things that you do for the community.
Sure. So I host different events throughout the state. We kind of break it up north, south, central Jersey. We do coffee meetups. We have like big networking parties. We host funding events. Just looking to uplift the plant and the people.
And how can people get a hold of you?
They can find really mostly on LinkedIn or at the New Jersey Cannabis Chamber of Commerce.
Cool. And we'll do all this at the end so everybody knows how to get a hold of us and so forth. And then who is sitting next to me right now?
New Jersey's Hashy Girl.
Hashy in the house.
Just your favorite Hashy Girl. You know.
There she is.
Making it hashy.
Always.
Yeah. Introduce yourself for those who do not know.
I am New Jersey's Hashy Girl. I've worked on both sides of the market in New Jersey and New York, retail and manufacturing. And I honestly absolutely love the hashier side of things. I got my first step in the door. Shout out to B. Merck. Over at Culture Craft Cannabis Collective. Is that good?
Oh, yeah, you need to, Jeff, if you can take off the B channel out here or whatever, that would help.
And most recently, I have expanded my horizons onto hashier things over at Hashberry Floor. I will be doing production and manufacturing with them within the next upcoming weeks.
Yes. And just give us a little, what will that entail? What will you be doing?
I will be making rosin.
Your favorite?
Literally.
Oh, yeah.
How appropriate.
It's so fitting.
It is really fitting. If you were making something other than that, it would be not fitting.
Listen, we're going to have Hashi Girl products on the market soon, so stay tuned, guys.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right. So, Todd Father,
What's up, Phil?
you ready? You ready for this? You ready to start this process?
I'm ready to get this rolling.
Me too. So, Kyle, tell us who do we got up first?
Yeah, I'd like to bring out my friend Oscar Carrillo of Magic Garden Botanicals, one of the great winners from the first ever New Jersey Cannabis Cup.
Okay, Oscar in the house. He's making his way over. Jeff, go widescreen a little bit and then kind of work your way in so we can get a little perspective on that set. There we go.
On and
Boom.
grab a mic, crack open a beverage if you're feeling it. Awesome. He's busting out one of his award winners there, the Lucy, which I believe took home best infused pre-roll.
Now we have that over here as well,
and
right?
Oscar took home best non-infused as well.
We do. I believe that there may be in
All right.
one of those.
Dave, I'm gonna leave the logistics to you so you can help me pick out the right one for the right moment.
This is Oscar's joint.
All right, so we're gonna get that ready over on our side too. Kyle, why don't you tell us some of the background, a little bit of background that you have with Oscar?
Yeah, I've heard really good things about Magic Garden Botanicals, and as part of the first ever New Jersey Cannabis Cup, we wanted to make sure we curated the best brands out there and make sure they were competing, facing off, in a friendly competition. So, Oscar, I'd like to hear, how you got started in the cannabis industry from New Jersey. So, we'd love to hear a little bit of background about jumping into the space.
Oh, grab a mic.
Yeah, I got the mic now. Thank you. So, how I got into cannabis. I've been hustling since I was a kid, so I grew up on the street.
Legacy,
yeah. I started selling weed when I was 14.
Nice.
Going over to 116th Street and 2nd Avenue buying chicken bags. Coming back to Patterson selling, chicken bag for bringing it down to three dime bags. So that's the world I came from. When we still had the Mexican brickweed. So that's.
And you're from New Jersey. You were born and raised here.
Born in New York, raised in New Jersey.
When was the first time you picked up a High Times magazine? What was your first reaction hearing High Times was coming to town?
Oh, dude, when the first time I picked up a High Times magazine, obviously I was a kid. And I remember going into it because I wanted to try to grow. Because I got tired of going to New York to buying weed and bringing it back. I want to try to grow my own. Didn't work out too well. You know what I mean?
It's an art form, you can't just think you're going to put some seeds in the ground.
Well, it wasn't even that, dude. I bought this thing out of High Times magazine. It was like I was thinking you put it in a closet. It looked like a file cabinet. It was supposed to be all like an all-in-one kind of thing. But yeah, so that obviously didn't work out. But that was my first thing with High Times. As a kid, the Cannabis Cups we used to hear about, and it was part of the culture. Growing up. So. And then, in how I got into cannabis, obviously, I came home from prison in 2000 without a pot to piss in the window to throw it out of. I ended up getting into the union. I started my own company. I started doing other things. I built cell phone towers for a living. That's my other life. And when cannabis became legal in New Jersey, I was like, there was no way I was going to let corporate America make money off of what I did time for. So when I went to apply for my licenses, and when I got my licenses, I felt vindicated. What I mean? It's like, okay, now I could, man, listen, man, if I could have stayed hustling since I was 14 to now, dude, I'd be like a billionaire. What I mean? But, all the time in and out of prison, but now, things are better. We're in the legal market now. Now we're just putting out a great product for a good price and just something that people could enjoy.
Did you ever think you'd see the day when so many dispensaries are open, in New Jersey here? What's that been like for you?
No, I didn't think that would ever happen. Not in my lifetime. Dude, I remember running for the cops for weed, bro. What I mean? It was a big to-do. It wasn't after it became medical, nobody cared about weed anymore. You know what I mean? But in the, late 80s, early 90s, man, you was going to jail for a dime bag. You're going to get fucked up, they're going to beat you up, and you're going to, you spend the night in jail. So, but, now, no, I did not think it would be 300 dispensaries in Jersey, 600 dispensaries in New York. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, how did you come up with the name Magic Garden Botanicals? And when you heard we were coming to town, you know, what made you decide
one,
what
Jeff.
products you wanted to enter?
Well, the name was, you know, it's a
Make it a
magic
little
garden,
bigger.
bro. You know what I mean? And then the botanicals.
Cannabis is magic, for sure.
Well, that's why, and even on our logo, we say "experience the magic." That's our catchphrase. Because to us, cannabis is an experience. It's not something you kind of do. You have to experience it. You know what I mean? Kind of like good food, good wine, good alcohol. It's all meant to be experience, an enjoyable experience. So, and the reason we entered what we entered in the competition was because honestly, I hate pre-rolls. I can't stand pre-rolls. Like
You're a roll your own type of guy.
Yeah, I'm a roll my own kind of guy because I like glass tips. I don't like cardboard. I like to taste the weed. I feel that cardboard steals the terps. You know what I mean? And so when we wanted to launch a pre-roll, we were going to be like, it was going to be something that I want to smoke. So I tell people all the time, like at Magic Garden, we don't make product for the public. I make product for me. This is just my head stash. You know what I mean? You just get a glimpse into my head stash. Everybody, all the product that goes in the package is what I consume personally. So when we did a pre-roll, I wanted a glass tip, but I didn't like the general glass tip because most glass tips you get Scooby snacks, you still get weed in your mouth. So the glass tips we use have a stainless steel screen on them. You know what I mean? So you know it's just like an elevated experience. I wanted somebody when they got my pre-roll, it became an experience. So to save for the humidity and to save terps, we don't use plastic. Our pre-rolls come in a box in a glass tube with a cork top. The cork top holds the moisture like a bottle of wine, and the glass doesn't steal terps. So you could literally have it. It gives a shelf life. You know, most pre-rolls go stale after the first 2 weeks on the shelf. You know, mine's have hang time. So you know, but that's what we did. We just wanted an elevated experience.
Well, speaking of elevated experiences, Oscar, we're over here having an elevated experience of our own. What do you guys at the table here think about this one? Go ahead, Beth.
Oscar, why don't you tell us more about your newest drop, the one that I just rolled up?
Okay, yeah. So we got our cultivation online now. So that's our first drop. That's Orange Push Pop, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. And that'll be in the market soon. We're also using that for our hash holes. We're going to be using Orange Push Pop with papaya cake, a live rosin, for our hash holes. That's what we won with in the high times.
And those are element papers you use as well, correct?
Only elements, bro.
Only elements.
Only
Shout
elements.
out to Josh.
Only elements, bro. They're fire.
So, guys, at this table here, what do we think about what we're smoking? What are you tasting? What are you thinking? It just tastes so damn good.
I'm very picky with flower, especially because I am a hashy girl, but I am enjoying it over here.
It's very good.
I really am. Yeah. It's
very
a beautiful
good.
smoke, and Beth over here rolled it very beautifully.
Thank you. I felt a lot of pressure.
Yes. Hey, so Oscar, I have a question for you. So I believe you had a infused pre-roll in the kit for the infused pre-roll kit. Is that correct?
Yeah, that was our hash hole.
Is that what we're smoking right now?
No, I think if the Lucy's there, that's a non-infused that you
This
guys
one,
have.
Oscar, was the one that came out of the black jar.
Oh, that's our drop. That's our flower drop.
All right. So let me say this, because the kit that we did here at the studio was the actual infused pre-roll, and I got to tell you, that was my #1 vote in the kit. It was just one of like the top 5 fucking joints I've ever had, to be honest with you.
Well,
So
that's what me and Kyle smoking now, a hash hole.
there you
You're
go.
the coolest guy at your party when you pull yours out.
Yeah.
Right from the start.
Right on. Right on. So what do you guys think? Any thoughts down on your end?
I mean, I've been having a good time since I stepped through the door. So it just
Keeps getting better.
Oh, I had your mic off. Now it's on. Go ahead. Say it again.
I just been having a good time since I stepped in the door, and it just keeps going.
This is the Lucy, I believe.
Oh,
Yep,
this is the
one.
one?
This is the winner.
This is the Lucy.
Yeah, I can't wait to fire this up because this was absolutely splendid.
Well, the
Fired
presentation
up.
is
So were you
beautiful.
able to
Yeah,
get
it really
the kit
is.
yourself when the kits hit the store shelves? Were you able to get?
No, I
Oh,
didn't.
okay,
I didn't even know
okay.
I didn't even know who I was competing against.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it was, and when we won, actually it was a surprise, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah, walk me through arriving at the event, what you thought of the party overall, and what was it like getting your name called, getting up on stage there by Josh?
Well, the party was great. You know, we were having a great time, but I actually had an emergency at home and I had to leave early.
Oh, wow.
So I'm leaving, and, you know, listen, honestly, man, I've had bad experiences with a lot of different events, and it's not really. This is the first event that I entered that's actually judged by the consumer.
Exactly.
You know, it's like
people's choice.
You know what I mean? So I didn't know where we were gonna land. To be honest with you, you know what I mean? Like I said, I make product for me. I don't even know what my competition had or whatever. So I didn't think much of it. And then all of a sudden, I'm driving up the Parkway, and I get a phone call. Yo, bro, you won, bro. Where you at? You gotta come through, get your trophy. And I was like, oh shit, for real? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, yo, well, Ali, my brand ambassador was there. He received for me. So I was like, you know, he did it. So I'm like, it's all good. I'm like, oh shit, I won. Now, you know, I felt good about it. And then 3 minutes later, I get another call. Bro, you won again, bro. I'm like, oh shit. But I was already too far up north to come back. So I was like, you know what? You know, beautiful trophies. You guys did a hell of a job. You know, great competition. I'm looking forward to the New York one because we're also in New York.
Yes, we're going to be coming back to New York. Obviously, Josh and the High Times team had an incredible time with the community. We'll be back again in Jersey next year. So, you know, you got to hold that award. You know, you got to stay on top.
No, definitely. We're definitely gonna be in the New York competition. We're obviously gonna re-enter the Jersey competition, and I was time we put my flower in. And
had you ever been to a Cannabis Cup before? You know, they started in 1988 in Amsterdam, and
that was always like a dream when you was a kid.
Yeah, exactly,
I grew up in Brooklyn, bro. Like, you know, we didn't have much. You know, I mean, we was on the block, so the thought of traveling to another country was like, wasn't realistic. It was one of the things like, you know, other people did. It wasn't, nobody in my neighborhood was going to Amsterdam. You know, we was all getting locked up. We was all trying not to go to jail.
Oscar, why don't you tell everybody about what's in my hand right here?
What you got there? I can't see it.
It's the Lucy.
Oh, no. Lucy?
EJ.
Oh, the EJ. Oh, so the EJ, see, that's our flagship product. So the other reason I got into cannabis was because I hated vapes. Right? Because vapes always tasted like something else. You know what I mean? It just tasted fake. It never tasted like weed. Right? And then at an MJ Biz in Nevada, I ran into some tech that actually made a vape that tasted like real weed, like you're smoking a joint. And I couldn't believe it. And to give credit where credit is due, my partner Eric is the one that actually found the tech. You know, he gets the vape. I hate vapes. I didn't hit it. You know, long story short, we're back to Jersey. He's telling me, yo, you got to hit this vape. And I'm like, bro, I don't like vapes, bro. I don't want to hit the fucking vape. I want to smoke a joint. He's like, bro, you really got to hit this vape. So I said, all right. Reluctantly, I took a hit. And when I took a hit, I made the same face that you made, the same face that almost everybody makes when they hit that oil.
Yep.
Like, oh shit, this tastes like weed.
Yeah.
Like this tastes like
That's what you said. That's what the Todd father said. I said.
That's what everybody says. It's, yo, this shit tastes like real weed, like actually, and good weed.
Like good weed, not even just weed.
Exactly.
Yeah. So he pulled up, and I said, "Man, you got to try this pen." He's like, "Well, you know, you're not a big pen guy, right?"
Yeah.
So, but I'm like, you got to try this, and you tried it, and you're like, oh shit. That's the same thing I said. I tried it the first time. I'm like, oh shit. And so I get it.
So
clean.
When I ran into that, so I found that tech. You know, I found the guy's card, whatever. I cut a deal with him. I bought the IP outright. So I spent a lot of money for the tech, and we're the only people we're pretty much the only people in the country that uses that tech to make vapes. It's called the phytonic extraction. I'm not going to get it all scientific with you, but it's just
yeah, right.
It's a pharmaceutical grade extraction process.
Oh my!
That you get all the terpenes, the sulfurs, the esters, and the flavonoids out of the plant that you can't get with another extraction process. For the Hashi girl, it's more like a cleaner version of rosin, if you can believe that.
It is very enjoyable. I did like it.
Tasty, right?
Except
Very
the only difference is
tasty,
cured.
smooth pull.
It's cured. It's not live. That's the only difference. So that's why it makes it taste like a joint.
It tastes so damn good.
It was
Where
very
did
good.
you come up with the name Lucy? Why is your pre-roll called Lucy?
So I grew up in Patterson.
Okay.
I grew up in New York, Jersey, you know.
Lucy's.
And in the hood, right, I used to smoke cigarettes. And when we was broke and couldn't get a pack of cigarettes,
You bought a Lucy.
you bought a Lucy. And Lucy was a single cigarette at the bodega. So,
All right.
So my single joints.
I love that.
That's my ode to the hood.
All right.
Yeah.
So anybody said from my time, you know what I mean? From
Shout out.
and from the hood, from New York, New Jersey, especially North Jersey. I don't really know about South
They still,
Jersey.
hey, they still doing it. They still doing
They
it.
still going Lucy's?
Yeah.
You
They
want
going
some
in down
Lucy?
in Philly.
Yeah, you could buy Lucy still.
All right, so there you go. That's where I got the Lucy from because it was our single joint.
What a great name, man. What a great name. And what a great story, man. Oscar, you're just phenomenal. Just what a pleasure meeting you today,
Thank
man.
you, brother. And then you guys got my 5-pack over there too. It's called the I Got 5 on it.
Show,
Yeah.
What do we got? Show
Question
Oh,
for
here
the
we go, here we
table.
go.
You know, did anybody smoke the infused pre-roll Judge kit? Did anybody
Yes.
try any of the pre-rolls?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we did, and that's. And matter of fact, we went back and checked our vote, Kyle, and we actually voted. This was our number one right here as well.
All right.
In that category, for sure, for sure. I think we've got some cherry. Can you tell us about these cherry edibles we have?
Oh, those are
like
my-
these are like cherry bombs.
Yeah, those are my flatheads. So we have a gummy. They're so and check out. Like I said, everything I make for myself. So they're vegan, they're pectin, they're organic, no artificial colors, no
You guys
artificial
wanna pass some of
flavors,
the,
and they're made with a
edibles
full
around?
spectrum oil.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're 20 milligram. And the cherry, our cherry, I take a Luden's cherry. Our watermelon is like a
For the team,
watermelon.
Dave.
Good Luden's cough drop.
It's for the
My
team.
cherry
You guys
is
really
exactly
go
like
for it.
Luden's.
These are 20 milligrams.
Nice.
And they are 20
That's
milligrams.
easy money.
We don't give a shit.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Yeah, chop away, man. That's what they're
Well,
for, man.
yeah, watch this.
Another question specifically for Dave Christian at the table. Dave, as a dispensary owner, could you talk about a little bit about your experience, you know, with High Times bringing the cup to New Jersey for the first time, what it was like from the retailer side of things?
Sure. I mean, we were headed into dispensaries in cities across the country, and we were looking for cool products like Oscar's here, like this, you know, this exquisite packaging, you know, rosin-based solventless products. Ethan in particular is, you know, he's coming at this from the medical angle, where he's really, you know, concerned about what the ingredients are, you know, and he's looking for solventless products. And sometimes a vape is the most convenient form factor. So having that as an option is killer.
It's better. I mean, it's a real option. It's not the backup option.
Yeah.
And that's what I use vape for. I always have a vape in my pocket. It's for where you can't do anything else, right?
It's convenience.
It is the convenience. And Lisa and I were talking about,
Yeah,
especially with the
maybe
drinks. I said, you know
feels
what?
out of turn.
When I'm in a bar or something, I just start vaping. I don't even care anymore. Like I just
right,
bang
right.
out right there.
For
There
sure.
you go.
Nobody gives a shit.
See, I guess I'm just crazy whipping out my Carta. Because I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And I will whip this shit out.
That's like hot sauce in your pocketbook.
I got hot sauce in my bag, swag.
An essential.
Well, Oscar, it is a pleasure having you on our show, man. We absolutely love having you here, and you're welcome to stay and hang out, and as long as you want,
It's
brother.
been real, brother. I appreciate your time, bro. Thank
Yeah,
you guys.
congrats.
everybody.
One last question before
Yes,
you
boss.
go. You post Cannabis Cup experience, what it's been like showing off that trophy, you know, how what was the community's reaction? And,
Oh, bro,
and now-
everybody, once they, honestly, from a marketing standpoint, obviously did great. You know, dispensary, you go to dispensary, it's the winner. Because unfortunately, my products aren't the cheapest products in the market. So that turns a lot of stores off sometimes because they're worried about price point and their margins.
So when they see you're a High
But
Times Cannabis
it,
Cup
it kind
winner.
of changes the conversation, to say the least. Like right now, you know, right now we're pumping out Lucy's like it's going out of style. To be honest with you,
Nice.
Like the stores that I
And you're
service,
putting
it's a
that
lot.
badge on that packaging,
Yeah.
right? You're a High Times
In New
Cannabis
York,
Cup
so
winner.
we just launched the Lucy. We're launching the Lucy in New York. We launched the I Got 5 on it in New York, and in New York, yes, all the packaging in New York comes with the little High Times trophy on the Lucy.
Excellent.
All right, my brother. Thank
Oscar,
again,
Hey,
brother.
you know what?
Appreciate
Hang
it.
on one second.
What's
Hey,
up?
control room. Let's go over to Bill in the green room and let's see if they have any quick what. Okay, good. You got it. All right, Oscar. Thank you. We're going to go to commercial. When we come back, we're going to bring out another winner. We're going to try some more product, and man, we're going to hang out with you guys. We'll be back right after this.
Oh, wait,
Exactly.
there's more.
Yeah, there's always more.
Of course. Thank you. Thank
All right,
you.
let's go.
I'm going to put something, some ideas.
marijuana is huge.
So many dispensaries have resorted to a bland, impersonal shopping experience, where you often don't even get to see a sample of the cannabis you're planning on purchasing before you buy it. If you're looking for that extra personal touch, come check out High Roller Dispensary in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Our staff are avid cannabis connoisseurs who are sure to help you find the strains that fit you best. Whether you're looking for premium flower, edibles, concentrates, or tinctures, we have you covered with over 100 different strains to choose from, all of which are able to be seen, smelled, and thoroughly examined in our elegant showroom. If you're in a rush, we offer a seamless online ordering system that allows for in-depth exploration of all that we have to offer. So whether you're a novice or a seasoned stoner, be sure to stop by High Roller Dispensary and we'll make sure you're floating on cloud 9 by the time you leave.
Right around here, 15 inches, maybe if you're younger, you go up to 19 inches, you know? Yeah, you know, you already went the big age.
Sometimes a CIO might make commitments to a CEO that they just can't fulfill. And it's very hard to succeed in those environments. You really want to be able to set the expectation right up front.
How would you feel with no sex, no weed for a month or two? I'm going to be really angry.
Just feel sorry for Jake.
Yeah, Jake's going to get fucked up. Wow, this is Phil. Yeah, for this is all you. This is the Cough Country OG pink hoodie.
Black people have you seen me? Have you seen a black man here? Yeah, other than me. Why isn't there no black people here? Have you seen any black folks other than me here? Why do you think there's no black people here?
I hope one day you get some, and hopefully in those 2-3 strokes, you don't catch a stroke, you don't pass away. All I know is this man is desperate and he needs a shorty.
Is your cannabis company still using smoke signals to advertise? There's a better way.
Everyday people breaking through. Not the stereotype they sold you. Not the joke they made it out to be. This is Cough Country. And we built it for free. Thousands of subscribers now. Hundreds of videos and counting. We figured it out. The Canologist, the news is 6, 420
All
specials,
right, guys,
10
welcome
hour
back.
fix.
Well, we took the liberty during the break. Look at this, Hashy. To show everybody what we got here. I don't know, a control room. I don't know if you can zoom in on this bad boy.
Craft special. We got right
Dev
here.
Craft?
Dev Craft.
No, so that's dressed
Am I
on
killing
top.
you? Am I killing you?
It has like rosin, all kinds of
The
things
hot
in
box.
It looks good.
It's
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's real.
Hell yeah.
You gotta suck this wood. Pause. So sorry, guys.
Yeah.
But like,
that thing is burning.
Well, guys, we are back. Welcome back to the High Times Cannabis Cup, New Jersey Winter Circle Show. I got the Todd Father with me. I got Kyle from High Times going on. What's going on?
You know what, man? No, the best thing about it, we was at the iconic Steel Pier in Atlantic City.
Oh, my God.
Just behind the Hard Rock Hotel on the boardwalk. So that was a fabulous experience.
Hell
Great
yeah.
location to pick.
Absolutely. Kyle, you back in the house?
Oh, I'm back in the house always.
Yeah,
Can
well,
you guys
let me.
hear me okay?
We can hear you just
Okay,
fine.
great.
We can hear you just fine. So I'm really excited about our next winner.
So am I. They're a really wonderful legacy team. The Grow Father is one of the heaviest hitting brands out there on the New Jersey market right now. You know, I'd like for you guys to formally introduce yourselves to the community for those who don't know you. You remain a little behind the scenes, so, you know, it's nice to get some front-facing action.
And hold those mics up to your mouth, guys, and welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having us. I'm Michael, the CEO of Little Leaf Labs, which is the license holding company that our in-house brand is, the Grow Father brand. I'm very proud of the Grow Father brand.
I'm Bronny, the COA. I take care of all the, back of the house stuff.
Nothing like an awesome partnership. And the Grow Father is a super legendary name and brand for us locals here. Again, could you dive into a little bit about the story?
It's all the way up.
Why you brought this to market?
Sure. First of all, we wish our third partner, Chris Kapoorson, was here with us. Chris is our COO and our partner, and he does all of our product development and formulation. So maybe another night we can go back with Chris as well.
Actually, of course.
As far as the Grow Father brand goes, I'm born and raised in South Philadelphia. A boyhood friend of mine was a big-time smuggler who got arrested in 1983. He was sentenced to life without parole, did 32 years, 5 years in solitary confinement. Wow. In 2015, he was freed by President Obama's Compassionate Release Program, and I had been dabbling in this industry out in California for a while, so I figured why not get licensed back east when it became recreational in New Jersey. And George Mortorano, my boyhood friend, the Grow Father, he's the inspiration for the brand.
Really beautiful to hear, truly like legacy to legal, as they say. You know, it's nice when somebody with a story like that can participate in this quote industry. You know. Right.
And George is very, as you know, Kyle is very hands-on. He's with us all the time. He visits dispensaries, goes to events with us, and he's always out there on the streets. He loves this industry. He loves the plant, so he's very hands-on with us as well.
Were you both always in the cannabis industry? I'd love to hear how you kind of maybe recognized and wanted to actually get into the space, you know, considering, you know, where we all started with this.
I was working for the Salem County Corrections Facility. I was working for the Sheriff's Office, and Michael and I got into it in like around 2015.
In California.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way it happened, Kyle, was really, I really kind of backed into this industry. I was working out in Palm Springs with the Native American tribe on something completely different. And this was back in 2015. I was home for a holiday break, and the tribe called me and they said, what do you know about marijuana? I said, well, I smoke it. Why? And that's when the Coles Memorandum came out in 2015 from the Department of Justice saying they weren't going to enforce the federal laws on it. So I helped them. I have a little bit of a government political background. My family was involved in government for a long time in Philadelphia. So I advised the tribe, if they want to get into it, to start writing their own regulations, legislation, if you will. So I helped them write that and get that compact going with them. Long story short, they decided not to get into it because they had a casino. They were running up the federal. But I was able to, I enjoyed what I had learned. And when it got legal in New Jersey, brought it back to New Jersey.
Beautiful. What was it like, seeing the industry come online here? And as you know, Philadelphia is the capital of South Jersey. You know, we get a lot of Philadelphia cultural overflow.
Kyle, thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. I know there's some confusion sometimes. That is.
We call South Jersey a suburb of Philadelphia.
Exactly. So what are the differences between Philadelphia and the New Jersey cannabis scene right now? You know, it's recreational in New Jersey, so a lot of people cross the bridge to, come over here and hit those recreational dispensaries.
I don't know about that, but I'm sure they would be doing it. But we're just waiting right now as a native Philadelphian, waiting for it to go recreational in Pennsylvania. Besides a whole new market, I think it would help the Pennsylvania economy an awful lot.
When did you both first see High Times magazine or know the brand? And again, what was your reaction hearing the legendary Cannabis Cup was coming to New Jersey, where you guys
I was
could
14.
participate?
First time I smoked a joint in my cousin's basement, and I saw the High Times magazine. I started reading it. Yeah. And then we were so thrilled to win a cup. It's huge, yeah.
Yeah, talk about that experience. Were you guys at the show? You know, what was it like
yeah.
hearing, you know, to take home that trophy?
It was. I mean, it was almost surreal. I mean, to win an iconic award like that cup, we're so very proud of it. The whole evening was a great event, and the community was so embracing of everything that we did. I remember when they announced the winner. It was he was announcing the winners when it came to our category. He said he looked at the results and he said, "Wow, what a cool fucking name!" So we all looked at each other, we hoped it was us, and it turned out to be us. So that was like the cherry on the cake for us as well. It was so surreal to win that. Yeah.
Beautiful. You know, for those who think it's a walk in the park, you know, being able to sell weed and operate in this industry, talk about the experience. You know, what are the ups and downs of actually operating here in New Jersey, in particular, and participating in this industry that most people, you know, don't recognize?
Well, I mean, obviously, as every other industry, it's a 280E, the tax problem. But as far as New Jersey, coming from the other side of the table, so to speak, some of the government side, I kind of understood early on some of the bumps in the road, so to speak, the state was doing. It was uncharted waters, and it was something that was nothing to base it on. But now that we're into it a couple of years, I think at this time they really need to get people involved, which they have been doing, that know the industry and know the product and know the brands.
So what products do you guys have in dispensaries now with the Grow Father brand, and what else is coming from Little Leaf Labs?
Well, we have the Grow Father, and we have a full line with the Grow Father edibles, chocolates, gummies, vapes, and pre-rolls. And we also have Moon Rock, and that is a full line.
Dr. Zodiac.
Yeah, Dr. Zodiac's Moon Rock. And we're coming out with a new launch that we're getting ready to launch, and that's Randy Lanier's Octane.
Yeah, well, we're really excited about that as well. I mean, for those who don't know, Randy Lanier was also a big-time smuggler out of Florida. Also was sentenced life without parole for 28 years. He and George served time together in some of the prisons. Randy's coming out with his Octane brand. He's a real neat guy. One of the first CEO of Freedom Grow. So his heart's in the right place, and we're coming out with his brand probably within the next 3 to 4 weeks.
So let me jump in for a second, Michael. Sure. I want to tell you. I mean, first of all, you heard this story already, but I think it's worthy of telling this on air. So, we tried when we did the kit. We did the hybrid infused.
Hybrid infused.
So Todd was so impressed with the entire process. He went out and bought like all the cam kits.
All the kits.
And tell your story real quick, because you came back here going, bro, you got to listen to me. You got to listen to me. He never talks about that like anything. So go ahead and tell your story.
Yeah, we're fortunate enough, like High Times let us test out the hybrid kit here. So I said, man, I got to go get these kits. So, you know, took a ride to Jersey, you know, got the hybrid, sativa, and indica infused pre-roll kits. And man, I went through.
And if you didn't know, Todd Father's he's an indica guy.
I'm an indica guy. I like hybrids. I like them all, but I am an indica hybrid type guy.
I like them all.
You know what I'm saying? But I will say that the Grow Father is memorable. It was my favorite. The Granddaddy Purple.
Oh, it's my favorite.
Was always my favorite flavor anyway. You know, just in the trees section anyway. But that is an amazing piece of art. It's exquisite.
Thank you so much, man.
Michael, I got to tell you, there's very few things in this world that make an impression on Todd like the Granddaddy Perp did. And I want to thank you for that, because it brought him out of his shell.
Good. Well, let me give Todd a little backup story of the Granddaddy Perp. Brian and I were in Philadelphia at a little Korean place in Center City, and I happened to have a Granddaddy Perp on me, so I was talking with the server, and long story short, he asked if I had something for him, so I gave him one of my samples, and he thanked us. We went back there about a month or so later, and all the other servers in the facility were saying, tell him what happened, tell him what happened. He came over a little sheepish. I said, what happened? He said, well, I live on 23rd and Chestnut, which is, you know, quite a distance away from 18th and Lombard where we were. And he said, I went home that evening, and I smoked before I left. He says, when I got home, about a mile or so, 2 miles away, I realized I never turned my e-bike on. I pedaled home the whole way.
You were dying.
Yeah, so I said, well, I hope you enjoyed it. He said I did.
Yeah, that's feeling good.
Yeah, exactly,
That's
right?
so funny.
He was feeling good.
Hey, you got to feel real good to know that your electric bike ain't turned on. Those things are heavy, man.
Shit, he better than me. How to turn that bitch on?
I've got a question for Beth as a community organizer over there. You know, how important is it that we involve the community in People's Choice Awards like this, throw events like the Cannabis Cup, and you see the amazing reaction from the brands? You know, how do we merge the consumer and the business communities together in a good way?
You know, I get some slack sometimes for like still buying dispensary weed, but for me personally, like I want to go into a dispensary. I want to see what the selection is. I want to talk to bud tenders. I want them to make recommendations to me. I love nothing better than when a bud tender comes up or they know me and they're like, "Oh, you should try this," and it's something I've never heard of.
Because they worked with you and they know what you might like, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
There's such a value in that.
Yeah, and I want to try something new. I want something I've never heard of.
Right.
I don't like to pre-order. I want to go in. I want to ask questions. I want to scroll through, you know, the menu. For me, it's fun.
Well, listen, if you guys didn't notice, there's a guy that just snuck in on the set. Charles, talk right into that mic. I want to welcome you to the show. Tell everybody who you are real quick.
First of all, sorry I'm a little late. Had some family stuff going on this
That's
evening.
okay. It's okay. Ty did that.
My name's Charles Stockstill. I'm the old man of the mountain, certified ganjé. We do a whole bunch of event services, education, terpene tastings. I've been developing that over the last 5 years. And just having a blast with it, getting all over the country, and about to take the international step best we can. So hoping that goes smoothly.
Yeah. Charles, if you attended the High Times Cannabis Cup, ran an awesome terp tasting experience, you know, as part of the event there. So very nice to have ganjiers and people really certified. Charles, I'd love to hear again kind of your experience with the High Times Cannabis Cup and People's Choice component, because you're exactly the type of person we want, you know, testing out all these brands, giving true feedback, which is what they crave, and you know, that's how these brands improve and, you know, are able to get into retail dispensaries.
I couldn't agree more. Not just from a professional point of view, but the more points of view that you get when getting that critical information and finding more about your product, the more the better.
Right.
So pretty good story about High Times. Myself, I don't even think you know this, Kyle. The very first dab I ever took was at the first Cannabis High Times in Colorado many years ago, probably about 20 years ago or something at this point. And dude just rocked me. I walked up, he's like, "You know what you're doing?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know what I'm doing." And he gave me one of the fattest dabs still to this day. I ended up sitting on somebody's booth table trying not to pass out. And just covered in sweat. It was awesome. It was awesome.
It's not one that you have forgotten.
No, not at all. And I remember being in that environment that night and just watching how all the vendors were working together and the High Times family, and just being like, wow, this is what needs to happen, and just how do I incorporate myself into this more? And you know, fast forward a lot of stuff in 20 years, and I got to work with High Times again. Kyle invited me to come down to do the terpene tasting. We have been working with the Ganjé Guild lately, doing all of our staffing. So it's all Ganjé alumni from Jersey or across the country, whoever can make it. We try to support locals first, but give everybody an opportunity to join, because there's 400 of us across the world. And the deal with the Ganjé program is you're supposed to be able to assess cannabis within 1 point of your peer. So if I pick up a sample of blueberry and assess it, it should come up within a point if my peer does it as well. And we try real hard to standardize that between monthly assessments and yearly gatherings and all sorts of type of stuff to maintain our baselines. Otherwise, it can get out of whack. If you're only exposed to a certain set of data in one state or one group of people, you're not seeing everything you need to see. So you just try to expose as much as possible. And to get involved with High Times to bring that on a grassroots level is just something that tickles me pink through and through. When I reached out to High Times to get on the revival crew back when Josh bought High Times, and they got back to me, I couldn't believe it. And then just working back and forth with Holly and Kyle, and to be here now at this table with a bunch of real professionals that I can't wait to get to know more is really a lifetime achievement for me.
It's an honor for us to have you here. You're a wealth of knowledge. You and I have been on, we've done stuff on air together before, and you're just a wealth of knowledge. You're a great person, and we're just happy you're here, whether you're late or not. It doesn't matter.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you got it, brother. You got it.
Question for both the Grow Father and the High Tide team over there. how important is the spectrum of consumer feedback and people like Charles, who are obviously expanding their palate and becoming certified ganjiers? How often are you guys checking the forums, asking for consumer feedback, and how does that affect, what you develop in the future?
Well, it's very, very important. I mean, it's a vital part of our business. One of the things that we did was we came online. We're in our 3rd year operational now, and we were lucky enough to come on when a lot of the original dispensaries were coming on. So the relationship that we formed with our dispensaries, the partnership, and we want their input on a regular basis, and we're in touch with them on a regular basis. And we're not in. People say, "Oh, you're not in every dispensary." Well, we're not. We don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. We don't want to be in every dispensary. But those that we're in, we have really good relationships with. Always looking to grow as well, expand. But without the dispensaries' support and input, we'd be nothing. We'd be shooting in the dark the whole time. Yeah.
And the team over at High Tide, same question.
Yeah, absolutely. I think as many places and people we can get in front of and get opinions on what we are giving to consumers, the better we can serve them. So we did a lot of, testing, as some of you got to be sort of our test nut subjects and when you first had them, when we debuted them. But people were very open and very giving with how they felt about what we were creating. Luckily for us, it was really, really good feedback, but listening to consumers and what they want, even the milligram dosage, people asked for certain things or how they want to, consume products, and listening to all of their stories and seeing how people want to feel every single time they open one of our beverages. It's really, really important to get all those perspectives.
And we are always open to hearing everyone. Like, everyone in this room probably knows, they feel like I probably interrogated them, but every time I share a High Tide with someone,
She
or
did not
just
interrogate
give
us.
what do you or think? just give
What do you
one to
think?
that,
What
I'm
do you
always
think?
like, let me know what you think, because we want to be, a
Yeah.
brand that listens to everyone. We
Absolutely.
want to take everything into
Yeah.
consideration,
Yeah.
and like I said, like a lot of care and love went into these drinks, and so we want that to translate into how we're treating everyone around us all the time.
I love the passion, right? You and I had the opportunity
Yes.
to talk about just in the, we could vibe for hours on the passion that we all share, around what we're doing here. So that's just, it couldn't be cooler,
For
right?
Dave Christian over there, you're the middleman between the consumer and these brands. So what is a dispensary's responsibility on educating the consumer? How do you ever pass a good or bad experience back to the brands that your customers are facing?
Oh, 100%. I mean, we're in real-time communication with all the brands that are in our store. We're constantly trying to, come up with activations for how we can educate our consumer for all the different, form factors and what makes them great. And so we actually press our vendors to produce educational materials that we have at our checkout, like a postcard where consumers can pick them up on their way out, and they love them. Like that ball gets hit heavy. So people are like hungry for information about the products. And
So that couldn't be more important when you walk into a dispensary, making sure it's inviting and ready for exploration.
Yes.
That's one of the things.
Exploration. I love that. I love that word.
People opening up a shop is you make it fun, make them want to explore it and see what's up.
Don't
We got
hide.
lots of stuff to look
Don't
at.
hide everything in the back room and then walk back and then you don't see anything. You don't.
They want to touch it. They want to pick up the packaging.
They do.
And then it's a sales tool for our budtenders to be able to
It really
go over
is.
the packaging with them.
It really is. I was out in Colorado in the early days when they did it, and they were heavy on being able just to open up a lid, just a jar, and put your face in it.
Well, I
you
miss
know
the
what I mean?
deli style. I really
and
do.
if you didn't put your face in far enough, they'd know. No, put your face in further. You know what I mean?
That's something we need in Jersey is
Yeah.
that deli style.
Yeah.
Well, whenever, interesting when you say that jar pop, if you're holding that out like arm's length, you've got a solid 5 on a jar pop there. But if your buddy behind you knocks out and he's standing next to the door, that's a solid 10 all day long. So if you got to get your face in there all the way, you might be like, how far away can I get to smell it?
Listen, I don't mind corrective criticism. If my face wasn't in deep enough, you just tell me. I can adjust that very, very easily.
Speaking of sales tools, one of actually my favorite stories from Chris on your team is right after there was a B2B event right after the High Times Cannabis Cup, and everybody who won had their trophies out on their table. What was the power of having being a High Times award winner to now dispensary relationships that you build, sales you're getting for the company, and what was that like?
It was awesome. I mean, it's an iconic brand. Be associated with an iconic name in the industry. It gave us a lot of additional credibility to our products, and being the people's choice made even that much more real, if you will. Yeah. But
Yeah, the trophy was designed by famous artist Alex Gray. We've had that since about 2015 when we did that, so it was real heavy.
I feel like I'm back
piece.
in my Alta board days with the chalice.
I didn't know that was. Did you guys know that?
Did not.
Wow.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
That's
excellent.
amazing.
One of my favorite stories, Chris, on your team got really excited getting up there and grabbing that award. It was real powerful.
Yeah, it was.
moment.
It was. Yeah, we were
For sure.
so honored by that. And humbled.
So let me ask Michael. I have a question. Tell us about the products that we have over here, because we've got these. They're circling the table. They taste really, really good. Todd,
the strawberry
cough.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's a
can-
legendary
I can't even
strain
talk.
from
Can't
Kyle
even talk right
Cushman.
now. He can't even
another High
talk.
Times
Yeah.
OG.
The White
Strawberry
Widow
cough.
strawberry cough is,
Correct.
is excellent as
Kyle.
well. I remember that too.
He gave me some of that last time I met him, and I brought it home and stashed it. Somehow my wife found it and smoked it before I got home.
That's what you get.
He got caught lacking.
There you go, man. You should have locked that shit up.
That strain comes from. Tell me about High Tide's connection to that strain.
Yeah, Kyle Cushman, he was one of the OG legendary grow experts and writers.
Right.
You'll see him in some of those 90s, early 2000s legacy High Times magazines. His claim to fame is the strawberry cough strain.
Nice.
So it is one of those OGs, a High Times legend. So nice you guys are keeping something old school like that
Absolutely,
versus
yeah.
all these candy flavors
Right,
people are
right.
releasing
Yes.
now.
Right.
Thank
How
you.
do you curate what varietals you want to release with the Grow Father brand?
We just go out to different sources and put our heads in the bag and see what's there. I mean, the COA means something to us, but not really. We want to see it, want to smell it, touch it, feel it,
Gotta smell it.
and you have to
Gotta
smell
get
it,
your face in
see what's
there.
there.
I'd love your quick opinions, from some other operators. I hear the consumer, not very educated, all they're asking for, what's the THC? Is it a high THC count on there? Versus, legacy guys back in the day, you look at a bag of buds, smell it, like, all right, this looks
And with
good.
the terpenes is so important. Yeah. I mean, it's as you know, it's a immature market right now. So people are walking in that want to get high and say, what's the most powerful you have? But as they get more and more familiar with and educated, they're backing off of that a little bit and going for other things, namely the terpenes and things like that too. So it's starting to mature, obviously.
I'm really excited. Again, Little Leaf Labs, you're curating some really legacy community operators, with the Grow Father, with launching with Randy Lanier and Octane. What I really enjoy about you is you're working with these legacy guys, bringing them to the legal market, telling their story. We can't forget about the stories of the people who surely crafted this space.
They're the true trailblazers for us. They really are. I mean, you go back 40 years ago, it's a lot different than it is today. They did hard time for that.
Absolutely.
Let me ask you. Anybody at the table have any questions for Grow Father?
Bronny, I have a quick question about this vape. How many times do I hit this button? Do you know?
5.
Okay. And then do you hold it down when you're hitting it?
No.
Okay.
I've got one. What do you see coming around the horizon in the next 6 months for Grow Farther?
We have some things in the works. I can't tell you what.
You could, but you'd have to do something else, right?
Exactly.
That's why I'm asking. I've heard rumors, but not definitive yet.
They're true. Now we'll be launching some things right after Labor Day.
FBI, open up!
Sorry.
That's me, like, let me know.
That's funny.
Make me feel at home.
ready for a fall launch here.
Exactly.
Exciting.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm really excited about getting Randy launched.
And Octane as well.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Good.
Well, thank you both for joining us here.
Kyle, as
Thank you
usual,
for having
great to
us.
see you, and thank you for having us.
Set up with
Guys,
some
thank
Grow
you
Father.
so
Thank you,
much.
Cough Country.
We love you guys, and thank you guys for being here tonight. Guys, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we've got more. Got another winner for you guys right after this.
Thank you.
Marijuana is huge.
So many dispensaries have resorted to a bland, impersonal shopping experience, where you often don't even get to see a sample of the cannabis you're planning on purchasing before you buy it. If you're looking for that extra personal touch, come check out High Roller Dispensary in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Our staff are avid cannabis connoisseurs who are sure to help you find the strains that fit you best. Whether you're looking for premium flower, edibles, concentrates, or tinctures, we have you covered with over 100 different strains to choose from, all of which are able to be seen, smelled, and thoroughly examined in our elegant showroom. If you're in a rush, we offer a seamless online ordering system that allows for in-depth exploration of all that we have to offer. So whether you're a novice or a seasoned stoner, be sure to stop by High Roller Dispensary and we'll make sure you're floating on Cloud 9 by the time you leave.
Right around here, 15 inches, maybe if you're younger, you go up to 19 inches, you know? Yeah, you know, you already went the big age.
Sometimes a CIO might make commitments to a CEO that they just can't fulfill. And it's very hard to succeed in those environments. You really want to be able to set the expectation right up front.
How would you feel with no sex, no weed for a month or two? I'm going to be really angry.
I just feel sorry for Jake.
Yeah, Jake's going to get fucked up.
Wow, this is Phil. Yeah, for this is all you. This is the Cough Country OG pink hoodie.
How many black people have you seen in Maine? Have you seen a black man here? Yeah, other than me. Why isn't there no black people here? Have you seen any black folks other than me here? Why do you think there's no black people here?
I hope one day you get some, and hopefully in those 2-3 strokes, you don't catch a stroke, you don't pass away. All I know is this man is desperate and he needs a shorty.
Is your cannabis company still using smoke signals to advertise? There's a better way.
All right, guys, we are back. See, what this is called a fluid scene. You know, Todd Father, this is a fluid scene. People are coming in, moving out.
Let me tell you how we built this.
I think we do. I think we do. And guys, I just talked to King Kyle, and we got Onyx up next. We are on the High Times, New Jersey Cannabis Cup Winter Circle right here. Yes, sir. Now, Hashi, you're going to be our guide for this one. Yeah, of course. I'll take a few. Oh, these gummies are fire. Come over here.
Yeah, the taste and the texture is unmatched.
Hell yeah. These cherries are good. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, the taste and
this
the
is
texture.
this is the best cherry edible I've ever had. Dave?
I mean, they're damn good.
Talking to Mike. Oh, hold on. Go ahead.
They're 20 milligrams,
Yeah,
too.
20 milligrams, and they're damn good, tasty.
And I must have had about 6 of them already.
There you go.
At least.
They're like a gumdrop.
All right, come on, guys. Hashi, if you could sit down.
Thank you so much.
See Oscar. I'm sorry. We love Oscar. My man, brother. Thank you, man.
This is
All right.
rolling like the Stone Moon session.
Guys, well, let me tell you something. We are back and we are live. Hey, Kyle, you in the house?
I'm in the house.
Hey, what's
Am
going on?
I in the house?
You are in the house. We've got a party going on. If you guys are watching on High Times, Cough Country TV, Late Night Green, Cough Country News, doesn't matter where you're watching it, you're all seeing the same thing. We're here honoring the New Jersey Cannabis Cup winners, and Kyle over on the set has our friends from Onyx. Take it away, Kyle. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so could you start by formally introducing yourself to our community here and a little bit about the Onyx brand?
Love you guys.
I am Vincent. I am a brand representative with Onyx. Yeah, I've been working with Onyx for about coming on to 10 months. But prior to that, I was a huge fan of Onyx. Everyone, knows Onyx. One of the first brands to really start bringing that quality rosin to the state of New Jersey. Yeah.
There's a big debate out there right now, rosin versus resin. Are you familiar with this dialogue going on out there?
I feel like anybody who smokes cannabis says absolutely yes. You
And what are your thoughts? Yeah, you need to take a political stance on rosin boys versus resin boys.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they both have their place in the market, truly. I know it's kind of like a median stance answer. Me personally, I love my rosin. I love the flavor. It's kind of closer to the plant, you know what I mean? But you can get great resin diamonds when done right. When it's purged properly, you have great input. You can get some great resins as well.
So tell me about what your experience was at the first ever New Jersey Cannabis Cup. What awards did Onyx take home? And give it to us raw here.
Yeah, absolutely. So at High Times, the Cannabis Cup, we took first place in the solventless concentrate. We won that with our maple nectar. That was one of my favorites.
Yep. Maple nectar.
We got the second place of solventless vape. That was a mint Granisha. Mint Granisha. Once again, hardware goes into the vapes. That's very important, especially when you got some good oil going into them as well. Third place, we also got solventless concentrate. We won third place solventless concentrate, and that was with the Z-Pi live resin and diamonds.
Yeah.
I'm not a big resin guy, but I really do love our resin. They maintain flavor. You don't taste any solvents on the back end of it. And then last but not least, we also won third place for our non-gummy edible, and that was our milk chocolate bites.
So you guys really make it all and craft it all over there. What was it like, and what are the important of award shows like this, of community choice, events like this?
Absolutely. This one was directly in hands of the consumer. Over at Onyx Ivory, we're also Sussex Cultivation. We're slowly rolling everything into single source. So yeah, like you said, we do a little bit of everything. We cultivate, we manufacture for other brands, and we're really a quality and detail-oriented company. Family owned as well. Yeah.
Give me your personal opinion on the award show that we had, the event. How important are events for the community here in New Jersey? And for the brands as well.
Yeah, very, very important. It's important to be able to highlight the brands, be directly in touch with the consumers. Very important, and I enjoyed the event. I enjoyed the event. Yeah, I had some great music.
For those who weren't there, could you break it down for somebody who was maybe curious about attending or didn't know exactly what was going down?
Yes,
absolutely. So it was on the pier. What was the
Steel
pier
in
Steel
Atlantic
Pier
City.
In Atlantic
We
City.
had a lot of rides open, Ferris wheel, we had a lot of bands performing.
Exactly.
I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off, making sure everybody was happy and things were going smooth.
Yeah.
So I never really get to enjoy the event. So I always love to hear people who actually got to quote attend it from their POV.
Indeed. What was the guy's name from Raw?
Josh Kesselman is the
you
owner
know
of
the
Raw.
craziest thing? I had an interaction with him, and I was like, he's the exact same.
Yeah,
like,
he's an
what you
authentic
see
guy.
on
He's an authentic
Instagram
guy.
is literally what you get. Like, I was like, yo, he's so fast on his feet. He's cool. He's friendly. It was awesome. And the music was amazing too, man. Just nice reggae vibes. You know, they had the games out there. You had funnel cakes. You had a lot of familiar faces and new faces out there.
Yeah, we couldn't have done this event without super important partners that with High Times, like the team over at Honey Grove and Big Dave and their CEO Jeff.
Big Dave.
You know, we had a lot of great community members like the teams at Onyx, again Honey Grove, Big Dave, Josh from Raw. You know, everybody. It took a lot of people to pull this thing together and give the community, you know, an experience worth remembering.
Indeed. Thank you to everyone involved, and I'm excited to see what y'all have in store for next
So what
year.
are they?
Hold
what are they
that
dabbing up
mic
over
up a little
there?
closer. Hold that mic, yeah. So we can hear you.
What kind of samples did you bring for us today?
Yes. So I brought over the Fruity Snacks. That is a collab with Pantheon Cannabis. You know, when you're making concentrates, a lot has to do
We're
with
hitting
the input.
that right now, and
The
I'm
input.
honestly impressed.
I
The
had
look,
to do
I
that.
looked at it and I was like, this is resin.
Right? Is this resin? You know what
Wow,
I mean?
I just did a hit. It just tastes so good.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
my
maintains
good-
flavor all the way
You
through.
guys must take a taste.
It's very clean.
Taste
It's complex.
Yeah,
I can
that's that.
identify at least 5 or 6 flavors coming out of that. if
Oh,
not
you got
more.
one already?
Yes. Shout
Yeah,
out to
it's
Pantheon
delicious.
on that one.
So
Absolutely.
nice and smooth. And I've got old man baby lungs at this point, so doing dabs is hard for me, but that wasn't hard at all. I appreciate the craft and getting everything just right in there to make it an enjoyable experience.
Absolutely.
Question for Hashi. Was it a dream come true getting to test all these different concentrates, you know, from the top brands in the state with the cup?
It honestly was fun. I had a really good time. It was a great experience. And as a Hashi girl myself, winning the award with Culture Craft, that was also a dream come true. I also had the honorable experience to smoke with Josh himself, and he was impressed with my challenge cone, so that was a dream come true.
I'm always curious to hear, you know, you're a member, I'd say, of the younger generation. So, you know, did you grow up with High Times? Do you recognize the brand when we were coming to town? You know, a lot of people, again, it's been around since 1974, so I'm always curious, you know. It's almost hit every cannabis generation, so I'm curious, you know, your experience with the High Times brand.
Absolutely. Was I as familiar with High Times as someone like Mountain Man or a little bit older than me? Absolutely not. But it was definitely a brand that I recognized.
Brother, I love that. You called him Mountain Man.
He's a legend. He's a legend. Genuinely.
Stop it.
I mean it from the bottom of my heart.
I just like smoking weed.
But absolutely, someone like myself who was always deeply involved with cannabis, I knew the history behind it, and like, yo, to see this like right up here, that's
really
awesome.
cool.
It means something. You know, it means something. And yeah, it's just awesome to be a part of, and we were really honored to be able to take home those awards and to just be able to be a part of it in general.
Yes on everything.
As somebody out there, you know, repping the brand, what is
try
the
it.
sales experience like, and how important are, you know, winning awards like this for how you communicate and storytell and get your product in dispensaries?
Absolutely. It's reputability, right? Word of mouth goes so far, marketing goes so far, and when you're a premium product, it's when you go into these dispensaries, price point is always, you know, a conversation. But when they know that there's a reason for it, and we're going the extra steps to make a craft product, and we get the reputability behind winning these awards, it means a lot. It means a lot. Yeah.
On a personal note, I moved down to Jersey in December, and it took me about 2 weeks to find Onyx, and immediately I found quality down here in the state, and everybody said there was no good rosin down here. So as soon as I found Onyx, I knew that wasn't true. I found a few since then, but nobody really compares to y'all yet, and I'm glad that the state is really catching up in that area, and that you guys are leading the way.
Oh, man, that means a lot.
Wow.
Question for both ends of the spectrum for Beth and Dave. You know, Dave, on the dispensary side, are consumers getting more familiar with rosin and getting into concentrates and wanting to dab? And Beth, is dabbing still looked at from the consumer side, maybe a bit too hardcore? You know, who's really the dab concentrate consumer?
Yeah, having a little bit of a hard time hearing you there.
Yeah, Kyle, readjust that mic for you. I think it
But-
just kind of went in a weird spot. Go ahead.
Yeah, but from a retailer perspective,
Go ahead, Kyle. Go ahead.
Just to reiterate the question for Beth and Dave there on the consumer and dispensary side, are concentrates still looked at as maybe a little too hardcore for consumers? How are they selling? You know, what is the market telling us about the concentrates right now?
from a retailer perspective, concentrates are still like 2% of the business. So it's a very niche customer at our retail store in Cape May. But I think education is part of the problem, and I think the devices are the other part of the problem. You know, I think people just want convenience.
Dave,
So-
Dave,
That was
do
a
you
huge
know you
culture
had
shock
mentioned
coming
maybe
from Maine to
2% of the business is
I only got a
oils
device.
and concentrates? Is that what you said?
2% of the business.
Now, is
But
that
it's
typical
ju-
across the
that's-
country?
I don't know exactly what's going on in each market, but
Mhm.
that's what's going on in
Okay.
Cape May.
Beth,
So it'd be interesting to know, like, in a state where it's been legal for several years, is there a higher percentage of people in those states?
You would think it would be a higher percentage. I
Yeah.
mean, first of all, it's the purest form to consume
Sure.
the plant, and so it's chemical free. It's a fingerprint of the plant. You can
Right.
really get into the flavor. So, but it's the devices I think is the barrier to entry for the everyday consumer and for the demand for it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's more of a niche business.
Yep, I couldn't agree more. It's like that throughout the whole state here. And
Yeah.
that was
It's a bit
coming
much
from
for
a
me.
different culture up in Maine, the heady boy culture, where everybody's got a dab rig, everybody's got about like 20 different pucks of flavors.
It's
that
the
was
cheapest
never
way.
really that was never really my thing. I was always put on the hash route, but seeing the differences from just a couple hundred miles down the East Coast is very interesting.
Yeah.
And watching everybody get kind of interested in it, learn the devices, learn the ins and outs of it, cold starts, hot dabs. It's pretty fascinating to watch
Yeah.
everybody go through again.
Beth, what were you going to say?
I only got a device this week, so I think that the device and accessibility, like you have few options to try it. I've been fortunate enough, though, a lot of the events that I do go to, they do have a dab bar set up, so I've been able to try it, and I think other people do too at those events where otherwise it's such a commitment
Right.
if you haven't had a chance to try it.
Right.
somewhere.
So it breaks that barrier down.
Yeah.
What
And-
device did you go with for your first one?
Someone gifted me one earlier this week. I can't remember what it's called. I'll have to.
Is it the Carta or the Puffco?
Text it in. I can't remember. It's a fun little shape. It's got a wooden base to it.
Hey, you're gonna
You
you'll
got
call.
the Zenko? And it has like a glass top.
It does. It does have a glass top.
Yeah.
They were my
And
very
it's
first
wooden.
sponsor
I
years
was gifted
ago.
one
They're
earlier
awesome
this
people,
week.
Paul and Wendy. They were like
That's awesome.
the Zenko device is awesome. How it fills up. It just depends on what hardware you're burning through it, because it only has 3 levels that it can change as far as voltage. But if you've got the right card in there with the right stuff, it's great.
And I have product. Usually, anytime I get any type of concentrate, I give it to my brother because he has a device. So now I have my own.
Nice.
That's awesome.
So you're in control now. You'll decide which dabs are done and when. That's right. Wow. So Kyle, we are enjoying. We're doing these dabs, and I mean, I don't know
Tasty,
which.
very tasty.
Here's the thing. I don't know which one I like more. Like that's my problem. They're just both outstanding.
The fruity one for me instantly. I couldn't remember the second part of it. It's on
The
other
first
side.
one. That was the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
the-
was that?
I would say the
Fruity
fruit. Yeah.
snacks.
Yeah,
Nah,
the
man,
fruity.
for that to be a live resin diamonds, I'm very happy that you like that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because
It's
I know
so
you're
good.
a hash guy.
It was very good.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so good. Did everybody get a try?
I didn't,
Let me
but-
try
Do
one.
another
Let me
round.
try one of those flavors.
The first one.
It's easier to enjoy when you put that much work into it and care
Let me
before it
try
ever leaves the door.
try-
Absolutely. I love the guys'
That's
attention
what
to
we just-
detail over there in the lab.
try
Absolutely.
Oh, Jeff.
I want to taste that.
He's like, I gotta try this.
So Jeff from the control room is out here. He doesn't. Jeff doesn't screw around, man. If there's something out here to taste, he puts it on autopilot, and he comes out here. He's like, I'm not missing out on a good
Let's go,
taste.
Jeff.
Yeah, we're talking it up.
looks good.
It's very
Smells
delicious.
good.
Go ahead. Sit down.
Tastes good.
Jeff's acting like nobody stopped by the control room and dropped shit and put off on him. All right, well, here's what we got going on. Jeff's getting a dab right now, guys.
serving him up some fruity
He
snacks.
shall wait. He shall wait no longer.
Live fruity snacks review from Jeff.
And whenever the time's right later, I brought a ceremonial chillum that we can load with some of Onyx's product and pass around to everybody and make a nice fun time of it.
Stone Moon Fest.
The concentrates should be ceremonial.
What?
This is really the medicine. You know?
Oh, you're getting a taste of it.
No, I don't want the bag. You don't really want it.
She's.
Yo, Kyle, what's your favorite strain?
Hatchy girls knows what she's doing.
I know it's hard to put it
She ain't
in
giving you
one.
no
Like
third world hit.
Favorite
Fuck out of
strain?
here.
Yeah, like favorite portfolio.
She ain't giving you no
really
third
like
world
cheesy
hit.
stuff.
That sure is easy to smoke, isn't it?
I'm looking
Can I
for
say that I
blue
missed it?
cheese.
Todd Father's been on a little bit of a sabbatical. I missed you so much being right there across from me. I don't care what anybody says. I miss this guy sitting across from me. I just want to say that. Shout out.
Kick back for a minute, you know what I'm saying?
I know.
It's good to have you back, Todd.
It is nice to have him back,
And then when you're ready
man.
to clear it,
It
you
is.
lock that up.
It's nice.
And we
It's
miss
nice.
that Todd vibe.
Well, he's a Todd Father. I mean, what
Question for Tashi as well. You know, are concentrates real medicine? I really like Dave's analogy of this is the purest form to intake cannabis, but
I
again, I
agree.
still feel it's too very strong for most consumers. You know, so that's why maybe it should be used more medicinally or ceremonially.
I would say yes. I honestly use concentrates myself for medicinal purpose mainly. And I would say that in addition to RSO is the best product to use for pain and medicinal purposes. And like I said, it's what I use it for. It's the best.
And let me jump on. Let me give you another perspective because I appreciate yours. Mine's a little different in the sense that I often find doing a dab not as harsh and not as intense as doing certain bong hits. I'm a bong hit guy. I know. I told you something.
Just a touch.
I told you something you didn't know. But the point is that I think in many cases when you're talking about a high level concentrate, the dab is just so much smoother, and it's just. You know, obviously it's potent, and there's a potency.
You get out what you put in, absolutely.
The right temp, right?
Well, I got to speak up a little bit here because hash and hash rosin is totally my thing, and I love rosin, but it's like the speedier, racier cousin of hashish. It's going to get you really high for a smaller amount of time, which is great depending on what you want out of it. If you're trying to just get real buzzed before you go to work and be able to operate, awesome.
That's how Bill
But
likes
if you
to
want to
do
smoke
it.
a whole bunch of real old man hash before you go to work, nah, it's probably not the best idea. You're going to be pretty lazed out all day, not very motivated. So there's different applications for what you're trying to get accomplished.
All right.
That's interesting.
And what do you guys think over there?
I totally agree. I know like traditional hashes, right? They're going through a different curing process. They're going to have more CBG, CBN. It's going to make you a lot more body high. I totally agree. When I'm taking dabs, sometimes especially when I take a proper dab, small dab, I'm doubling back in like 30 minutes. You know what I mean? So, absolutely. But you get out of it what you put in. You know what I mean? Just like you said, it's not as harsh as you would imagine it to be. As long as you have a clean product going into it, it's at the right temperature. You can have a really clean and smooth experience. You don't have to cough a lung up. You know, it's fun.
Here's the process. This is what I do. First, I fire up, do my dab. You know what I'm saying? Probably double up, do 2 dabs, and then. After I cool down after like 5-10 minutes, I light up my fatty. You know what I'm saying? now I'm in the motherfucking mix. You know
he has a real ritual to this, a step-by-step process.
Well, isn't that a beautiful fucking
how you do
description?
it.
That's beautiful.
What's on the horizon for Onyx now that you've taken home these awards? You know, what's going down for the brand in New Jersey?
Yeah. I think one of the things that we're most excited about is slowly transitioning into single source. Like I said, we also cultivate, we manufacture, and we collaborate with other brands. But we're really excited to put some of the genetics that we've been working on into the market in New Jersey. We also just got new AIO hardware that everyone loves and enjoys. I think they've been in the market for some time. Everyone likes them. They're reliable. So we've been really transitioning into the market, new hardware as well. Yeah.
How do you think we break the friction between people wanting concentrates and these expensive devices, they need to get to enjoy them?
Absolutely, education, right? That's the only way to it is education and just putting it out there. It's a different experience. Like, you're not gonna get rid of smoking cannabis, the plant, Even I love rolling up, taking my time to just sit back and puff on a joint. But just getting it out there, explaining to people how it can be a cheaper alternative if you go ahead and make that investment, how it can be a cleaner alternative if you pay attention to the brands that you are consuming.
But you can still do it clean and do it inexpensive. I mean,
Exactly. The market is different now.
me and you just did it. We just did titanium, bangers on the way in here tonight, right? So there's a cheap, you don't have to go crazy, right?
It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be an expensive process. Like, I know, like a Puffco Pivot, I think that it's like an amazing device. Like, that's probably one of my favorite devices. It's tiny, it's portable, and it's affordable. You know what I mean? I think it's coming in a little bit over $100, but I think that's a reasonable investment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The battery life isn't bad on that one either.
Not at all. And then you can charge it through your phone. I go to a lot of EDM festivals and stuff. Like, I just plug it into my phone and hit it while it's like on my phone. It's awesome.
Right on.
Crazy.
I gotta tell you, did everybody taste this? Any questions or comments? I've had both of these. I think it's the fruity snacks the first one that I really, really liked. I love the second one too, but the first one just like, wow. It was a wow moment.
Glad you enjoyed.
Yeah.
You got to have a cold washroom for that. What degree do you keep it at?
I wish I knew. Respects to the guys at the lab, you know what I mean? Respects to the guys at the lab. In behalf of the entire Onyx team, thank you, High Times. Thank you to everyone involved. We really are honored to have taken home some awards and just be involved in this. And we kind of made history in New Jersey, no?
Yeah,
absolutely. Yes, you guys did.
You did.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And we appreciate you being here tonight. Like, what an honor for you to come and talk about this and share the products with us. We've really, really enjoyed it, and what an opportunity it was meeting you as well. Just phenomenal.
Absolutely, my pleasure, man.
I'm gonna run this over to Kyle.
Yeah. All right, cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, I think we got one more.
Can we go that way?
I think we have one more. Let's take a break. We'll see you guys right after the break.
Thanks again, yo.
You got it, man.
You know what I did get recently? Oscar.
Marijuana is huge.
So many dispensaries have resorted to a bland, impersonal shopping experience, where you often don't even get to see a sample of the cannabis you're planning on purchasing before you buy it. If you're looking for that extra personal touch, come check out High Roller Dispensary in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Our staff are avid cannabis connoisseurs who are sure to help you find the strains that fit you best. Whether you're looking for premium flower, edibles, concentrates, or tinctures, we have you covered with over 100 different strains to choose from, all of which are able to be seen, smelled, and thoroughly examined in our elegant showroom. If you're in a rush, we offer a seamless online ordering system that allows for in-depth exploration of all that we have to offer. So whether you're a novice or a seasoned stoner, be sure to stop by High Roller Dispensary and we'll make sure you're floating on Cloud 9 by the time you leave.
right around here, 15 inches, maybe if you're younger, you go up to 19 inches, Yeah, you already went the big end.
Sometimes a CIO might make commitments to a CEO that they just can't fulfill. And it's very hard to succeed in those environments. You really want to be able to set the expectation right up front.
How would you feel with no sex, no weed for a month or two? I'm going to be really angry.
I feel sorry for Jake.
Yeah, Jake's going to get fucked up.
Wow, this is Phil. Yeah, for this is all you. This is the Cough Country OG pink hoodie.
How many black people have you seen in Maine? Have you seen a black man here? Yeah, other than me. Why isn't there no black people here? Have you seen any black folks other than me here? Why do you think there's no black people here?
I hope one day you get some, and hopefully in those 2-3 strokes, you don't catch a stroke, you don't pass away. All I know is this man is desperate and he needs a shorty.
Is your cannabis company still using smoke signals to advertise? There's a better way.
We found, built a network from the underground. This is all country. No sticks, no seeds, just news. This is called country.
That's it. I'm done. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. This is the High Times. I'm in a habit sometimes. This is the High Time Cannabis Cup Winner Circle right here on Cough Country TV. I'm here with my boy, the Todd Father, in the house. What's going on, brother?
My man. Yeah, this is great tonight to meet all the winners.
It's been a great night.
And to see all their products. We can see why they're winners. Everything is great. It's clean, good, nice tasting products.
Yeah.
Can't lose.
And great people.
Great people.
And that's what I love about this industry. Dave, you can comment on it. Like the one thing that you look across different industries. I work in a different industry. I'm sure you do different things as well. It's different. The game's different. The people are different, and it's harder. It's not that it's easier, but the people are good people.
Yeah, definitely good people.
Oh shit! Hold on. Go ahead.
Definitely good people, and you see them moving around a lot. You know, it's a tough business.
It is.
You know,
it's not easy.
But they're all journeymen. You know, all of them are fighters.
Yeah.
Street fighters.
Yeah, I agree, and you have to believe in something to do something, right, Charles?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So,
is that old country song? If you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. That definitely works.
Would you mind? You want to sing that for us?
Not at all.
Okay.
I thought that was the prelude.
No. You ain't got. We have no tequila on the table.
Yo, give us something, man.
Right on. So, Kyle, are you back in the house?
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Man, we can hear you good. And we
Testing, 1, 2, testing.
Yes, Kyle is in the house. So, Kyle, what do you think, man? This has been a really good, I mean, obviously everybody got to see the show itself, but part of the great part of this evening was, what we did earlier, the fact that we had all have an opportunity to meet each other.
For sure.
This is just a great event with great people, honoring great things and great people. This is just
awesome
wonderful.
products.
Yeah, really.
Listen, as a New Jersey native, I was super honored to be bringing this legendary experience to my home state for the first time. Again, we could not have done it without community partners like Beth, like Charles, like Hashi, like Dave, our dispensary partners like Shorehouse Canna, Big Dave over at Honey Grove. People like Phil, we are nothing without the cannabis community. So again, at High Times, we're here to celebrate those who win our People's Choice Cup, uplift local community members so we can keep doing awesome things like this.
And Kyle, the amount of work you put into it was really substantial and visionary for all of us to see. So
Great
it's
work, Kyle.
awesome to be included.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think everybody knows, like Kyle, I talk to Kyle all the time, and he's, 1 minute he's in the plane, the next minute he's on like a 4-hour call, the next minute he's calling me back, the next minute I'm calling. This is how it goes. And, we navigate sometimes through waters that are unclear, but we're all doing it for the same reason. That's the beautiful part about it, and that's where we can all kind of come together. What I love about High Times and the Cannabis Cup is that it's been a connector for me. It's been an opportunity for me to meet all kinds of people that maybe I would meet through social media at some point in time, but this brought it all to one point at one period of time. And what we've been doing since then in terms of connecting with new people in Jersey, it's just been great. And so I want to thank Kyle and High Times for the opportunity to work with you guys. I think the sentiment when we talk about as a grower and what's High Times mean. I know I can speak for Todd, Father, and I. We go way back looking at this stuff, talking, because that was the only place to get any good, solid, credible information when it came to this space. Period. Even now, for the longest time, but even now. And so, to me, it's an honor. It's an honor to be a part of it. It's an honor to be able to bring these winners to everybody and to show off what we do at Cough Country TV. We're here for the purposes of creating sales, marketing, and promotional opportunities for the industry. We do so through different shows called The Canologist. Bill is Cough Country News. Todd, Father, and I do a show called Late Night Green. Steve does a show called The Canologist, which is a mixology show. We've got Harlem Reporter. And what we're doing is we're creating there you go, pop it on up. We're creating a network of shows so we can help companies create these marketing and promotion opportunities. And so we're excited about that. It's just an exciting time to be a part of this industry. Even though it's hard, even though there's tons of challenges, there are tons of reasons to be grateful for what we're doing and how we're doing it. So enough of my nonsense. Todd, Father, what do you think?
It was a nice event. Good way to honor the people and the winners. A lot of hard work went into what you do. So you just got to be brave enough to even enter the contest, let alone bring along a great product and bring it all the way to victory line.
And listen, it was our first time in New Jersey. We weren't without our mistakes, but we're always here to, again, uplift, do better every time. And Josh, our awesome
shout out to Josh.
Owner here at High Times, loved the New Jersey community. We want to bring this back every year. So I'm excited to continue, be boots on the ground here, engage with the New Jersey cannabis community, get ready to curate a better event for next year, support good people and organizations like Beth, like Dave over at Shorehouse Canna, who's co-producing a show with us at High Times for the World Cup called Kicking Back. Make sure you check that out on our YouTube channel.
You're here.
And again, thank you guys for having me, for letting High Times be part of the New Jersey cannabis story.
Cool. Well, we have a little bit of a summary right here. So some of the companies that were here tonight, we just want to show again as a summary. Jeff, if you can go full screen with it.
Thank you to High Tide as well.
Absolutely.
Big thank you.
Yeah, that stuff's pretty delicious.
Yeah,
I like
big
the lemon lime splash.
It's good, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, so High Tide, guys, shout out to our sponsor here tonight, High Tide. We enjoyed having them. What a great opportunity to meet them. The product is absolutely phenomenal. You see it all over the table tonight. It's all over everywhere. We've got the big signs, the small signs. We got the product. It is good.
I think this is the drink of the year, man. This is the drink of the summer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a drink of the year.
Yeah.
It's a drink of the year. And Alicia and Gene were here. You guys saw them on earlier segments. We were here for a few hours before we went live chopping it up, and they told us all about these drinks and how these flavors were derived and what they're supposed to taste like, and then how they really taste, which is
really sad I missed that. I would have totally geeked out on that.
Right?
That would have been fun.
Total geek out. So they're going to be back, and we've got some product here to share with all you guys, and I think they made some take.
And some mixing ideas.
Kicking
them around.
Yeah. So the Canologist has some ideas. Yeah, there's all kinds of there's strategy calls going on this week. There's some serious ideas flowing in the house, so we appreciate it. Jeff, tell me in my ear, what do we have? Okay, there we go. So guys, a shout out to the cup winners who participated here tonight. Do you have the other slides? Okay. Just real quick, this shows you the accolades. I'm not going to read them all for you, but the accolades for the companies, Glass Meadows, and you can see these different. You can see Good Times and so forth.
Glass Meadows has a very impressive grow. I've gotten the chance to go over and see what they got going on over there. And
Yeah,
that was my first month here. It was very nice.
We should do a field trip.
We should do a field trip.
That would be a blast.
I am so down.
Does that mean Charles and I get on a yellow bus together? Let's go.
As long as it's short.
Oh, we're gonna ride the short bus? Hell yeah! Now
Let's-
we're talking.
Yeah, I was gonna
Now
say.
we're talking. So yeah, shout out to Loud, shout out to Loud Labs, shout out to the Grow Father, and Magic Garden with Oscar. What a
Great dude.
what a great guy.
Great
What a
company.
And Onyx. There we
yeah,
go.
and Onyx. Yes,
Onyx.
let's not forget about Onyx.
Solid
Look at
great
this:
product.
first place, second place, third place, third place.
Yep. Anybody down the dirty or coming to visit, you got to grab you some Onyx, grab a magazine, some
Look.
drink. You got to come see these people.
Yeah, I mean, if you
New
look,
Jersey's blowing up.
right there, right there. Look at that. That doesn't happen by mistake, right?
Wow.
It doesn't. That does not. It is very impressive. It doesn't happen by mistake. All right. So here's what we're going to do real quick. I promised everybody this is the end of the show, and I promised everybody that we would reveal who the winner of the World Cup of Weed is.
Oh,
So yeah,
Cool. Here
we've
we
been
go.
doing this. So Jeff, you got to hit me with the music because got to do this right. So hit me with the music, and then we are going to go ahead and announce the final.
Are you?
So who won the?
Are
so
you bringing
Spain,
Mary Jane
Spain
into
won
this?
today, 1-0,
Spain
correct?
won, Yes.
Now, no, Mary Jane is not coming in tonight. What we are going to do is, if you guys didn't know, the final is down between. Do you have the who the final is without revealing? Jeff.
World Cup.
Okay, you're going to have to give me a second.
Okay.
I have to pull from the news file because we never downloaded it.
All right, so hang tight a second. We're going to get this because we want to make sure this reveal's going on. Can you, Charles? While we're doing that, can we talk about this?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a white Italian shilling from Jonas that I brought and filled up with some local Jersey weed here, and we put Onyx's rosin in there, so we can all pass it around and celebrate as the winner's circle and
Okay,
share
so
a ceremonial
wow, that's
bowl
a great
together.
idea.
Right. So while we're waiting for the World Cup winner, and Jeff's going to pull that up, we're going to do this.
There you go.
It's exciting.
Hit it.
Am I doing this right now?
At the top.
And so we have to smoke it till it's gone, otherwise it's bad juju.
Oh, we don't do bad juju.
Yep.
Not around these parts.
Not around here, we do.
Nope. Yeah, I'm against bad juju.
So that is handcrafted. That is probably the oldest smoking device known to man. If you think about it, it's just a clay tube with a rock in it. And if you stuck that into a coconut, now you've got a bong.
That's got to hold 3 grams, right?
Oh, yeah.
At least.
You can fit your thumb in there pretty well.
Bill doesn't smoke anything unless it's 3.5 grams in a serving size.
But there's
Just saying.
different ones that just are a few hits.
That's his
So it
minimum.
just depends on your style.
That's his minimum.
But this one I bring for a big group of people.
It's like this is one of the most beautiful peace offerings you could offer somebody.
That's the idea. You know, just
All right.
share
So-
something special with everybody and
All right, guys.
have praise.
So, because before we do the reveal, I just want to show you. This is who, and then obviously the answer is done. But this is just for us sitting here. The final came down to Colombia, which is Colombian gold, versus Thailand, Thai stick. Let's go around the table real quick, and everybody can say,
Who'd you pick?
we don't know who the winner is.
No. Saying, like, you want to go around the table? So start with Todd.
No, it's in there,
Who do
Jeff.
I think,
Take
who
a
do I
look.
think the winner should be?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Thai sticks. Thailand Thai sticks.
All right. Dave?
Oh, yeah.
I'll go with the Columbia Gold.
Colombia? So that's one each. I'm going to go with Thailand again.
If it's the Thai stick that's been dipped in that unknown substance, I'm going to go with that one. But otherwise, I'm going to have to pick the Colombia one.
Think chocolate Thai.
Yeah, chocolate Thai.
So you would go.
I'd still go with Colombia on that.
Really?
Yep.
2-2.
Because the Thai stick that I got hold of was pretty resonated opium back in the day. So that was the best Thai stick that we had. But that's not the one that we could put in the cups.
You know, and we had the authors. I don't have the book in the name of the book, but we had the 2 authors on the here, and they said that they never had come across the opiated. And they wrote the book on Thai stick, and they said they hadn't personally come across the.
That sucks.
See,
how I got it was this guy who was Crazy Chuck that I met at a Fish concert, and I could get all my hash, my opium from it. It was like $50 an ounce or whatever, and it was just straight off the plant, nothing fancy, nothing too bad. And it was awesome. But he would get that tie stick from him too, and he would tie it to the sticks just like they have in the magazines, and you would dip it. And you had this crusty tight bud. It was amazing.
No, don't do that. Guys, we're having a problem with the final freaking thing. I'm not going to hold up the show here because this is a very important High Times production, and you guys, you know, if you tuned in thinking this is CBS, I'm going to tell you it is not CBS. However, we are professional here. Jeff, are you really serious that we don't have the winner graphic?
Why don't we keep going around the table? What was,
I'm serious.
I think it's 2-2.
Thailand.
Not in the,
Yes,
it's
2-2.
not
All right.
He
Here's the
is
deal.
very
I know who
serious.
I'm looking at. I know who the winner is.
Columbia.
He went with
Columbia.
Columbia. You going with Columbia?
Yep.
All right.
Columbia.
I don't have the
Hashies,
statistics and I don't have the fancy slide, but guys, the 2026 World Cup of Weed champion goes to, put that slide back up, Thailand and the Thai stick.
All right.
There you go.
There you go.
Phil,
It was
who
close.
would you have voted for?
I voted for Thai stick because I voted separately, and then we voted. Remember, we voted as a group, and then I voted separately. And I'll be honest with you, the reason I voted for Thai stick is because I had an experience with chocolate Thai that was very, very different from really anything that I've ever had before.
It's a cerebral cannabis.
agree.
It's very psychedelic.
And I couldn't not vote for it.
Nope.
That's kind of where I was.
So at the table, then the vote was 4 for Columbia and 3 for Thai.
I'm good.
Well, unfortunately, I can't factor that in because the voting ended at like 3 o'clock. But I do appreciate that, and I think the fact of the matter is it's close. The reason they ended up. Here you go, Hashing. The reason this ended up in the finals is because these are heavy hitters, right? These are classic. Yes, exactly.
Proud favorites.
Exactly. So, guys, I want to go ahead and shout out our sponsor one more time, High Tide. These guys make a really, really, really good seltzer, and I'm talking about one that doesn't have sugar. It has allulose, a little bit of allulose and monk fruit in it, but that's not the same as sugar.
Nope.
So it's not the poison that sugar is. So number one, I love that. Number two, it doesn't come with any of this additional aftertaste, which you often find in some of these drinks. So there's none of that. And then maybe the best part of all is that when Alicia was explaining how they were coming up and deriving the flavors, and they're saying how they were going to, like, when you taste what's the pink one called again?
Island Punch.
Yeah, when you taste Island Punch, you're going to remember when you mixed Hawaiian Punch and Sprite and like the different things. And I'm just like, it's amazing because the two I've gone through so far are exactly the way they described it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So shout out to High Tide. I'm going to go after the show and get me a cold one. All the burgers and hot dogs that didn't get eaten, we're going to go eat some of them right now. And that's kind of where I stand on it.
I think that's a great place to stand.
It's a great place to stand. Kyle, let's get one of the last words from you. We're going to go around the table before we say goodnight to everybody. And I just want to thank all of you guys. Kyle, one last word from you.
Again, thank you to the New Jersey cannabis community. High Times was so excited to be bringing the cup here and highlighting the best of the community, the best brands in the state. Congrats to all the winners who took home the legendary Cannabis Cup. So, yeah, glad to be celebrating. Stay tuned for all the amazing things we have coming on High Times, like our awesome World Cup show kicking back, our next Cannabis Cup happening in Montana, September 5th. You want to see the best of the Montana cannabis brands.
Oh, yeah.
And, next magazine will be dropping as well, so keep an eye on the shelves on our website for that.
Yeah, God willing, we'll be in Montana as well, so hopefully everything works out there. We're excited about it.
I hope I can join you guys there too. We're working with the guild to see what we can manage to bring the experience there too.
Yeah, Charles and I just want to tell everybody, Charles and I have some amazing conversations in the last 7 days. I think we're going to have more amazing conversations in the next 14. What do you think about that, Bill?
I'm locking it in.
You're going to be reporting this shit on the news.
Yeah.
I guarantee it. I guarantee it. All right, so let's do
I hope
this.
so.
Put some Cough Country music on, and then I'm going to go around the table. I'm going to start with Dave. Just give us thoughts on tonight and your final thoughts for the show.
It was epic. I mean, I love seeing the best New Jersey brands, be celebrated. So I think award shows are awesome. I think it's great for the New Jersey community to participate in.
Agreed.
So I'm all for the award shows. I think tonight was cool seeing you guys put it all together. Your show's awesome. I'd love to come back and visit.
We want you back, brother.
We can see more of Dave in Kicking Back on the High Times YouTube channel.
Yes,
Dave, plug Kicking Back for us
You got to
before
go
you
check
hop
out
off
Dave's
there.
store. He has a beautiful store down in Cape May. You go in there, it's just all bright and
That's
fun
going
and
to kick
shiny.
my ass when this is all over. Her and I have to talk because I have some serious apologizing to do. Bill, last word.
Content like this, I'm always impressed. This really elevates the consumer. So many consumers, I think, could be happy going in and just buying whatever's in that bag. But this content really educates them, brings them up. And I think it's really cool. You guys are all doing things to be proud of. So.
Yeah.
And education is honestly the most important thing these days.
Ashley.
So,
education, know what's going on, stay in tune with what's happening. Things change, right? New things are learned.
Yeah.
You do stories every single week you did a story about fatty liver, right?
Yeah, with the CBG.
Guys,
they
there's
think it
so
can help
much.
with that.
There's so much to learn.
And diabetes, yeah.
Yeah, there's so much to learn. Charles?
What's interesting watching the People's Awards as well as the professional awards is how often we come to the same conclusions. That I think that the people are just as well educated as the professionals are on a wide basis. There's holes in my knowledge, there's holes in everybody's knowledge, but seeing this come through to exactly what I would have thought would have won and what I tested in the bags that I got, and to see that come out and the people decide the same thing, I think it's wonderful. That means that we've all been doing our jobs for the last 10 or 15 years, 20 years, 30 for the people that, like Kyle Cushman that started it, and just getting that education out there.
Yeah. Well said.
To a lot of us. So.
Well said,
that
Charles.
means something coming from you.
That's right.
Well, thank you.
It just means like an exclamation point at the end of what he just said is what it fucking means. Beth, what do you think?
I'm so excited that we got the chance to partner with the Cup, and I'm excited to have hung out with, my friends and our chamber members and try their products with other folks and pass them around the table. So it's a lot of fun.
And thank you for being here. And I apologize on air for all the smoke that you've had to deal with tonight. But we loved having you, and you're welcome. You're welcome here anytime.
Thank you.
Give it to us, Hashi.
I love it here. It's Hashi. What can I say? It's been great meeting you guys, connecting, and like they said, I couldn't have said it better myself. Connecting with you guys and also experiencing the brands, especially. I was very impressed with Onyx's live resin. Fruity Snacks was really good.
Really good.
Really enjoyable.
Yeah, and we're
love the stories.
We ain't done yet. We're not done yet.
No, we're not.
Yeah, Todd Father.
Well, it was an honor just to be a part of it and to see all the people who were involved, right, and all the winners, what they went through while they were presenting, and now as winners, it was great. And then it's good just to be a vessel for other people to be a part of.
Yeah.
It was good.
Because, honoring someone that achieves something in this industry is really cool. Being able to meet new people while you're honoring them, that makes it even
cool.
that makes it even that much better.
very, very
it
cool.
really does. So I really enjoyed doing this. Thank you guys again. Thank you everybody.
This was
Thank
really a great event,
Bill,
guys.
thank you for all the extra time you put in helping me. Thank you to the Todd Father for everything he does. Shout out to Jeff in the control room, Jeff. I mean, none of this happens without Jeff in the control
never
room.
gets enough credit.
I want to thank, Charlie, thank Charlie for being here. He's a big fan.
Charlie.
I want to thank Michelle. I know she's here, and
Everybody.
she's just been so good and helpful to me. I just appreciate it. If I forgot somebody, I'm sorry. But, guys, we appreciate it. And everybody on High Times, come on over to Cough Country TV. Our show's Late Night Green. Bill's Cough Country News. Give us a like. Go to the Discord server. I'm losing it. Go to the Discord.
Make sure you join the Discord server.
Yes. Hashi's my #1 Discord advocate. If she says join, you got to join. But there you go. Join the Discord server And man, thank you to High Times. And guys, we love being here. And have a great night. We're going to go have some fun.
Good night.
Peace.
Hoop, hoop.